So I'm here today with a very interesting guest. I'm here with Aaron Welch, and basically he is heading up, Lift Digital Marketing. He's a managing partner, and basically, let me guys give you a brief overview of what Lift Digital is actually all about. So essentially, right, for businesses who need qualified leads, and we love qualified leads here at PathMonk, they help them to fill their sales pipeline. Lift Digital provides a consultative approach to achieve those goals and actually achieve those results and strong ROI. And therefore, we're very curious, right, to learn from Aaron what Lift Digital is actually doing when they're working with their clients, what Lift Digital is all about, and how they're thinking about digital growth. So, Aaron, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Lucas. I appreciate it.
Very good. So maybe give me a brief rundown. What is Lift Digital all about in your own words?
Yeah, certainly. Lift Digital Marketing, we're a full service digital marketing agency. We specialize in generating new leads and new customers for businesses, primarily focused on growth. We provide, we generate these new leads and customers using digital marketing services. So search engine marketing, paid media, social media marketing, content marketing, local marketing. We do work with conversion rate optimization. We do lots of analytics and reporting work. We can do website design and development, and we're a HubSpot agency. So we provide kind of a full suite of everything from strategy, consulting, all the way down through campaign creation, execution, and optimization.
Very good. That sounds like a full suite of expertise within Lift Digital.
Yes.
So I'm curious, what would be the typical types of companies that you would be working with?
The companies that we do best with and we really enjoy working with are small to medium-sized businesses, anywhere between $1-10 million a year in annual revenue. In part because we can really bring our expertise. We've got a lot of expertise, enterprise expertise that we can apply to small and medium-sized businesses to help them grow and become, either medium or larger businesses.
Very cool.
We really enjoy working with service-based businesses. We're a service-based business, so we, feel every pain point and can address every concern because we have internalized those. And a lot of that comes out with, we work with a lot of IT services and technology companies. We work with, quite a few commercial real estate companies, SaaS businesses. I love SaaS businesses, and CPA and accounting firms.
Very good. So that gives a good roundup. Like, what would you say is the typical journey, right? Somebody that starts to get to know about Lift Digital and ends up contacting you guys and then getting started. What would be maybe the typical client acquisition channels?
Well, we don't do any outbound. Everything we do is inbound marketing. So, we're creating content, we're on social media, we're, utilizing SEO and SEM, paid search. And we're really trying to get in front of people who are actively, in market. There's so much demand for good marketing services. And unfortunately, so many people have been through the ringer with, one or two, or sometimes even three, not so great marketing experiences with freelancers or in-house or, agencies. So there's a ton of demand. And that's what we focus on, is getting in front of those people who are actively looking for our services.
Very cool. What role would you say does your own web? I mean, you mentioned inbound there. What role would you attribute to the website in itself when it comes to client generation for Lift Digital?
It's probably 65% of everything that's inbound, maybe more. Maybe I'm being conservative. We really use our website as our marketing brochure, as a sales agent. And really as kind of a potential client magnet.
Gotcha. Makes sense. And if we look at the websites through your lenses, what would you say is the major strength of the website at the moment? Is it the ability to convert? Is it, the quality of the leads that it provides? Is it the user experience you can provide to the visitor? Like, where do you see a strength of the website?
Well, hopefully, and the thing is that the website is it's a living, breathing thing, just like marketing. So it's always a work in progress. Something that works today might not work tomorrow for, whatever reason. I think one of the strengths is that we definitely provide a lot of good information. We really we're trying to become a resource. I want people who have no intention of hiring us to come to the website and learn and be able to apply some of the knowledge that we're putting out, to their businesses. In the beginning of my career, I used to hold on to every trick and every tactic like it was my own little, secret sauce. And over the 20 plus years now, I kind of feel a little bit like Emeril Lagasse, like a very famous and great chef, where we can tell you exactly the recipe, the ingredients, how to cook up your marketing, but this is what we do. So, you're never going to be able to cook up your marketing as good as I can cook it up for you.
Makes complete sense. If we look at on the flip side though, right? Where do you see room for improvement for the website?
Well, definitely more depth and breadth of content, because there are so many, and this is what I always try to explain to clients and potential clients, is you have to look at your website through the eyes of your potential customer. You've got to know their pain points, know their concerns, know what their goals are, and then try to address those, and really speak to, what they're trying to accomplish. I'm a big believer in businesses buy for one of two reasons: one, to make more money, or two, to mitigate some sort of pain, whether that's the pain of compliance or the pain of, bandwidth. I don't want to say the pain of lack of clients, because everybody's got that pain. But there's always, maybe they're down a team member, maybe they've gone through, their marketing, they've identified that their marketing is not working. So they're looking for help with that. That's kind of the two big drivers. So I always try to keep that in mind when we're creating content for the website, for a blog. We put out pretty regular guides for people, even guides where we're not going to directly, those people might not hire us, but I'm a big believer in, putting out good information and, helping as many folks as possible. And then that's, hopefully that's going to come around.
Very cool. No, it makes ton of sense, especially, your setup in the market there. I would be curious, just coming back to your services, for everybody who's listening in, what would you say is a main competitive advantage, when one is going with Lift Digital?
Well, this is our craft. I've been doing digital marketing 20 plus years. Everybody on the team has at least 10 years of experience. So we're definitely different from the typical agency where, you're hiring young folks and new grads and kind of training them up. Everybody here this is, like I said, this is our craft. This is what we do. So that's definitely one advantage. And the second is we are so transparent, probably to a fault. We don't work in any of our accounts. We work in all of our client accounts. The clients are paying us to do work, so they own all the work that we do. We're not an agency where we, do the work in our accounts and then we're kind of building our stuff instead of the client stuff. That's different. And then we're very different from the standpoint of we don't have contracts. We don't lock in clients to anything. We have a service agreement. Yep. We agree on what we're doing, and we ask for a 30-day notice on termination of that agreement if that comes to that. Yep. But we don't do contracts. I don't believe in that. We prove ourselves every day. If we're doing a bad job, if we don't fire ourselves, fire us immediately. So those are probably the three big things that are different about Lift than a lot of other agencies.
Super interesting. Actually, folks who are listening in, you can head over also to the website. There is actually a pricing section that explains exactly what Aaron just explained. Not very typical for an agency to have that type of page. So very good. So I'm curious, right? Maybe last question. We were talking about the website, and before we move on, learning about yourself a little bit more. If somebody, a lead is signing up on your website, right? Could you walk us through the process? What happens?
Yeah, absolutely. Come to our website. Please come to our website. Come to our website. We've got a chat bot that people can interact with. We've got our typical, give us a call, fill out a form. And then from there, we've got some marketing automation in place where, you're contacted immediately. We let you know, that you've received your information. Typically, I personally will reach out to make that intro email, schedule a call. The very first stage is getting to know each other. We don't take on every potential client. We're actually pretty choosy. So, we want to make sure that we're a good fit for our clients and our clients are a good fit for us. So we, go through that process of kind of vetting you while you vet us, because life is too short to work with people you don't like. So you don't like us, that's fine. We don't like you, that's fine. We'll actually help. We've actually helped potential clients who we're not a good fit for find an agency that's a good fit for them. So
no, that it shows a bit about the sort of the character of the company, but quite interesting. Very good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so that's kind of the initial experience, and then of course we'll go through defining goals, defining a strategy, working on a statement of work. I'm a huge believer in making sure, again, tracking and analytics are set up. I never want to. If you're not tracking, you're kind of not trying. So I don't want to fly blind. And for me, kind of a loose saying around here is if you're not tracking, you're advertising, you're not marketing.
Yep.
So making sure that, that's set up, and then that's something that the client owns forever. That's not something that we own, that's something that they own.
Yeah, since we're slowly coming to an end of the interview already, Aaron, I want to jump into our rapid fire questions. Are you ready for those?
Fire away.
Very good. What's the last book that you read?
Oh, interestingly, this is probably a PG audience. So the name of the book was Unblank Your Mind. And it talks a lot about, you caught me off guard. It just talks about a lot of the brain processes, where those processes live, how those processes, relate to our evolution and how they kind of either work or don't work for us in kind of modern society. When I first started college, I was a psychology major and switched to marketing when I saw all of the money that could be made in marketing rather than psychology. So, I use psychology every single day with every single client because people buy from people. So I'm always on the hunt for a good psychology book.
Very good. What's the one single thing that your company is focused on the most at the moment?
Customer service. Customer service and marketing performance. And honestly, if we're doing a great job, but we're not following up on your emails correctly, but we're generating a ton of leads and a ton of customers, you'll probably forgive us. Every single day, we are focused on delivering on whatever the goal is, whether that's new leads, whether that's market share, brand awareness. We've got a client who's recruiting people. Whatever that goal is, we're literally working on that every day.
Very cool. And the very last question, right? If today would be the very first day you're working on Lift Digital, what would be the one advice that you would give yourself?
Well, it's interesting because this is actually the second agency that I've built. So I do have a little bit of perspective from, 15, 16, 17 years ago when I started my first one. I would tell myself to get more sleep, get more exercise, eat healthier,
Mhm, mhm.
and when I'm getting behind on work, that is a sign of I need more help.
Mhm.
So it's time to hire on some more folks because you know my 100% is less than two people producing 70% of what I can do.
Yep.
So kind of delegating, letting some of that stuff go. It's the hardest. It's something that I've struggled with. This is my fourth business, my second agency. And yeah, that delegation piece is always the hardest for any business owner.
Very good, Aaron. I really appreciate that you were part of Pathfunk Presents with us today. I want to give you the very last word. If somebody forgets everything we just talked about, Lift Digital today in the interview, what's the one thing that they should remember about the company?
Uh, we're going to make it work.
Love it.
If we work together, we will find a way to make your marketing profitably successful so that you can grow your business.
Aaron, really appreciate that you were part of Pathfunk Presents today.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for the invitation. I appreciate it.